Struggling with debt? Bills, loans, credit cards? Need a way out? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt matters.
So a fight that we expect to be announced this coming week will be the rematch between Joshua, Dillian Whyte and Povetkin. Obviously, we've spoken about it a couple of times over the last couple of weeks, but yeah, I think their attitude, Hearn and Whyte and the team, is just, let's do it. I think November it's going to go, and yeah.
I got to apologise to Povetkin because I was probably so emotionally charged.
I know what you're going to say. You're going to talk about the punch.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because I was probably so emotionally charged and invested in our boy, I didn't give Povetkin credit. But looking at the fight over and over again, it was a wicked shot. And because when he threw the shot, Dylan actually, and if you look at it again, I don't know, Dylan probably checked it as well. He actually braced himself with his rib on that side because he thought he was going to go to the body. And it's kind of a swooping shot. And that's what you do. You let the shot go. You think it's going to go there, and then you just bring it up and get him right on the button. Dylan made a mistake. And that shot was the same shot that he got caught with against Anthony Joshua. And then the shot came up the middle. And so that was a weak spot. And he thought he was blocking it to the body. Then he realized he made a mistake. He wasn't sharp enough to catch it. So I've got to give Povetkin credit where credit's due. Even though Dylan was, but Dylan knew to look out for that shot, for that split second, which you can't give somebody that's got the wisdom and not the youth, not the pace, not the freshness, because Povetkin wasn't that, but he had the wisdom to know that he still got that. He's an artillery. He couldn't give him that space. Dylan made a mistake that he'll never get again. Fortunately, he has a rematch clause. And good on Povetkin for saying, yeah, let's do this again. Even though he's taken a beating before that point, yeah, let's do this again, because he's thinking to catch him again. Dylan said, And Dylan, out of all of his squads, you was on the bus coming back after the fight. You was in the back room, in the dressing room. In fact, I walked in with you into the dressing room afterwards. And out of all of his squad, Dylan was the only one that was like saying, no, you know what? Brush myself off. Let's deal with this. Let's do it again. And he was upbeat. He was lifting his boys. Because everybody's gutted. We're all gutted. But you've got to give credit where credit's due. Povetkin did a wicked shot. He was catching a beat and still put it out in the bag. So my apologies are there to Povetkin. And for Dylan, I've got to give it to him, because he was one that lifted his team, where it's usually the other way around after you catch a loss.
I think it would probably mean more to Povetkin if you said it in Russian.
I can do it in Russian.
I know you can't speak Russian, so I don't know how you're going to do that.
Actually, I might be able to. Yeah, see? Never judge a book by its cover, my brother. Come on. What you got? I can say whatever I wanted, you wouldn't know. Remember, I spent almost 6 hours in Germany. But anyway, I can say a little bit of Russian, but it's going to be wasted on you.
No, go on then.
I can say what I wanted.
Apologise to Povetkin in Russian then.
I will do when I see him.
When you see him?
When I see him, I'll apologise. He's coming over again. It's going to happen again.
Why don't you just apologise? I'll send it to him.
I am going to do it in person. It's weak doing it over this kind of thing there. I personally something. So we're going to do it in person.
So basically, you can't speak any fucking Russian.
Oh, I want you to be there when I apologise to him. And I want you to have your camera
because I could learn to make an apology in Russian between now and like 7-8 weeks.
Unfortunately, you don't know if I can speak Russian right now. And you will find out when Povetkin comes back again. I'm going to say, come. Yo, come. And then me and him are going to have a conversation. I don't know what he's going to say back to me. We're going to have a conversation. And you're going to like, with your camera. Like, wow, you got me, bruv. You got me, bruv. What would you say then? And we'll be joking about you whilst you're stood there. I want you to be there, Rasta.
So, bottom line is you don't speak any Russian.
Not yet.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm sure he can probably understand.
No, I'm going to. You got give me respect. You got to speak to me in Russian. I'm going to give him a couple lines in Russian.
Good. So this year we're in September now.
Yeah, it's nearly done.
Yeah, I suppose the plan is from kind of Matchroom, Sky, blah blah, is to have 3 pay-per-view shows in a perfect world: Usyk, Chisora, Whyte Povetkin 2, Joshua Pulev. But I get a feeling that probably we'll miss out on at least one of those. I don't know which one.
Well, we know one of them will definitely happen.
Whyte Povetkin.
No, sorry. We know one of them can definitely happen because we've already seen it. Whyte Povetkin.
But Whyte Povetkin is the most likely out of those 3 pay-per-views for the year, isn't it?
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying, because it's happened.
Then
The other two, both parties have got to, all participants have got to agree to take the hit. And that's what you're going to do. That's how it's going to be. And that's why these fights, especially Chisora, Usyk, that's why it's taken this long to get there, because I gather it's finances. So it's just a case of how things happen. I gather they're doing a test thing where they're going to get football, where they're going to let about 2,500 people in or whatever. I think once they've set precedent, then people can come in. If it's a limited crowd, that means ticket prices, unfortunately, are going to be ridiculous. I'm assuming ticket prices will be ridiculous to try and make up some of the shortfall. But we just got to wait and see. But as we say, we're in September now. If another pandemic licks the world, then these ideas are in the air. But I've got to give it to all promoters, Frank Warren and Eddie. They're a Matchroom. They are being optimistic and putting things on the table. Say, right, this is what we're aiming for. If things change globally, then it's not happening. So at least they're putting things out there.
Yeah, I think this is like almost like a day-by-day situation, isn't it? To see what's changing, government guidelines, etc., to see what's going on. I don't think they quite know themselves. They're probably
but they've got to be optimistic, because they've got to keep people lifted. They've got to keep people engaged. So I don't knock them for that.
Who's outside your house?
Outside my house.
Yeah.
Who's outside? Who's that ringing your phone? You got 2 phones. Wow.
I've got 1 phone, you idiot.
Well, what are you speaking to me on then?
A laptop.
Oh, okay.
Just before we finish, Kell Brook.
Yes.
Has he been linked with a fight with Terence Crawford? Your thoughts?
Good on him. I think Kell Brook, remember when he last had a microphone in front of him after a fight, he said, I want the big fights, and I know Kell wants at least a couple of big fights before he walks away from his game, and I'm quite sure this is exactly what he wanted. I can see it happening. I know talks are well and truly down the line. Kell's been in the gym, taking over, and I mean, like, he's made it his lifestyle. And so for him, I think, of course, you'd look and think, if Kell can pull out the hat and beat Kell, the Kell we know, then he could give him trouble, give him hellfire. As it gets closer to the fight, as things go on, the Kell I've seen in the gym, he looks dedicated, he looks on it, he looks hungry, and I like that. Terence Crawford is a hell of a fighter. And so for him to say, yeah, I want this. Remember, he was doubted when he got in against Porter, Kell, because Porter was so rough and predictable and crude, and Kell dealt with him, fought fire with fire. So everything's possible, and everything seems impossible until it's done. So let's be optimistic about this and see where it leads to. Let's talk more seriously about it once pen on paper has been done, signed on, and everything's been signed on the dotted line.
Interesting. There's quite a few fights. I mean, Luke Campbell's going to fight Ryan Garcia in the US, which is interesting. I think there's going to be like a big backlog of fights coming up.
Yeah, of course. But listen, remember, you've got a lot of fights. You've got a lot of fights itching to get back in the mix again. Headliners and undercard, and so you've got hungry fighters wanting to get in the mix. So the ones that have been fortunate enough to be shown and showcased already, they are just a fortunate few. I think there's over 750 professional fighters here in England, so there's a lot of mouths to feed.
Okay, well, listen, I appreciate your time this Sunday afternoon.
Pleasure.
Have you got anything else you'd like to add before we finish?
What was Turkey like? Oh, wait on a minute. Can we talk about you for a minute?
Yeah.
about your personal life for a minute.
Yeah. What personal questions have I asked you
About the baby.
about the
Look
baby?
at your face. Come on. Talk to us, man. It was the best news you ever got. That's really good. I can't believe you'll be a daddy.
You told me before you didn't know what it was, well, no one knew what it was going to be. You said, I don't think you'll produce a girl because only real men produce girls. That's what you said.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'll stand by that. Yes, I did. I got 3 girls. Pop them out, 3 girls. And I didn't actually say only real men. I said men that produce girls are real men. I didn't say the ones that produce boys aren't real men, because we have some accomplished gentlemen that pop boys out. But I'm just saying, I expect you to drop a boy out.
You can. Anyway,
have we picked a name yet?
Yeah, Irani.
Oh wow, you're so childish. How can you be someone of responsibility for your baby when you're being so childish?
What's wrong with
I actually think it'd be really good for you. I think you should pop a load out. If it was me, I would have had loads of kids.
I'll just worry about this one first.
Huh?
I'll worry about this one first.
All right, and then back on the job again. Get some more popped out.
Back on the job.
Oh, sorry. Oh, let me be more respectful. Get some more popped out. Sorry, came out wrong. Father some more. Ask your woman if you could have some more. Please. Go on, do it. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. I'm telling you, I love it.
Cheers for the advice, Johnny. I'll make sure that happens. Yeah.
All right, so are you gonna have a big christening that, or do you want anybody to be a godparent?
He's coming down the stairs now.
Huh?
She's coming down the stairs now.
Ask her. I would be a godparent. I'll be a great godparent.
What's the point of that?
What do you mean? Because I'd be a person of influence. I've got a good heart. I'm a God-fearing man.
I'm in Sheffield.
Exactly. I would let her understand how proper people talk, not that stupid southern stuff. Let's speak correctly.
No, but if she needs you for sake, you're in Sheffield.
So we know it's a girl then.
It is a girl. I know it's a girl.
But you never admitted it was a girl.
I did. I did
No,
a
you
gender
didn't.
reveal.
Just rewind. When?
On the 9th of August.
Is this public? Why have you not told me?
I don't know, just...
What kind of friendship is that? You've got
put it on
one about baby, but you don't tell me if it's girl or not. So it's a girl.
I'll put it on Instagram, so the world knows. Well, the world, in my world, know.
Well, congrats.
Thanks.
Congrats. In fact, not congrats to you, congrats to her. Because she's got to pick up with you and your picnic. I got to rate her. I rate her. You should marry her.
Johnny?
Imagine your wedding. I'll film it.
We're doing it in Zamunda. Prepare the royal baggage.
Watch the royal penis. You take care. What? What do you mean? They'll take care of you, man.
Weird. Why have you been normal?
Have you not watched the film?
Of course I watched the film. That's what I'm quoting from the film. All right, Johnny. Thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? Listen, and enough respect to your woman too. My daughter's just coming. She's going to tax my food now.
Nice one.
All right, peace.
Be lucky. Johnny Nelson,
All right,
thank
see you later.
Dealing with debt, bills, loans, credit cards. Need a way out? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt matters.